after taking over, or MHM have been taking over from the ARIOLI group in 2011. I mean, we have renewed the company. We have reorganized the company completely. We have done a new structure in management. And the next step has been, of course, renewing the machines, building MHM back to the high quality machines, what we have done in the past. What MHM name was very famous for that, and that was our first target to make that. The success was very good. We doubled production nearly in the past 3.5 years. Quality is good. We have renewed all the machines to the latest level, latest securities, latest technology, tablet control, software, do applications for the customers, for the printers. And finally, 2 years ago, we introduced the IQ Oval machine, which has a revolutionary single drive pallet system. And this machine was giving us total the option to think new. And actually, this was one of the points. It was leading into this new project, the digital. In the past years, we have been watching the market very carefully, and we did not see any really productive combination, screen printing, digital printing. We have a facility based in Austria. We produce the machines fully in Austria. Even the parts are up to 85% made in-house. Of course, maybe some components we have to buy, electronic boards, inverters are bought externally, but the rest is done in there. We have our own CNC area where we do all the aluminum parts, all the machining. We have our own welding. We have our own cutting facility. We do everything. We do the pre-assembling. We build up the machines nearly complete. They're fully tested for 24 hours. The facility is 4,500 square meters, and we have about 63 employees in that facility. MHM had the idea to go to the digital printing since a few years. And as I said, I mean, we have been watching the market, and there was no real solution for that. And then we made several testing, and we were talking with customers, and we said, okay, if MHM is doing something, we have to make it differently, because what it needs in the digital printing is an industrial machine running on an industrial speed with industrial quality. And that's what brought us to this project, to have it. It was born and named in the beginning as a digital squeegee. So, and actually when you see it moving, it acts like a digital squeegee because it's 2 strokes. It's like printing flooding. That's what it is. First, I'd like to mention that the digital technology is not new for us. As we are a member of the ARIOLI group, the ARIOLI group does have a roll-to-roll digital machine since 2 years already in the market. So we know that the technical issues, we have the experience already. We said, let's adapt something good functioning to the MHM machines. So we know, and we are feeling very confident with the digital printing. And the combination about ARIOLI and MHM is the result in the IQ Digital. After inventing this digital squeegee to the IQ Digital, we were doing, of course, several testings with different print heads, with different inks. And we are a machine manufacturer, and our main target is to make the customers happy, to give them a platform, a machine where they are not locked into one system only. So our target will be to have an open system in inks and in print heads. That means we will certify ink manufacturer to use their ink on our machines, and in the end the customer has more options to go, because sometimes maybe for certain fabrics this is better, and for other fabrics the other might be better. So we just don't want to lock it down in this minute. Let's talk a little bit about productivity. That was, of course, one of the main targets. Cost per print and productivity. And We have been running this machine on 600 by 600 DPI. We have been running on 780 pieces an hour. I think that's a number nobody can reach so far, and it's made in a very good way. The reason why we split it up the machine, let's not split it up, why we have printing on 2 pallets. There is one issue when you print 700 pieces and more in digital. You have to be flat with your surface, and by bringing it on 2 pallets, you give the operators way more time to place the goods in the perfect way, to keep up with this, because otherwise it's nearly impossible.
And what about the actual print area on the machine?
The print areas, they're variable. We have a smaller version, like this one is here. It's running with a limited amount of print heads, and it's 38 centimeters wide, up to 1 meter 20 long, and it goes up to 65 centimeter wide and 120 meters long. So the length is not a problem, it's more the width. Width is limited until a certain point. You are totally open for anything. This is what it is. You're not locked into only digital high speed. I mean, you can pre-print white on dark shirts if you want to keep up productivity or low cost. The only way to produce, in our opinion, in this moment, is to pre-print the white, because with the digital printing, the white is too expensive. You can foil on this machine, you can flock on this machine, you can print high density and print the digital on top of it. I mean, this is just no limits. It's just no limits. You can configure your machine longer, shorter, you add stations, whatever you want to do. Now, I mean, it's feasible, it's there. First of all, the water-based ink is cheaper than these specialized inks. This is water-based pigment ink, which is actually in the market since years. It is used in the roll-to-roll already. It's not new, and the controlling of that ink with this amount of print heads is so accurate. So the cost of the prints are really dropping down to like nothing. Average print cost is about maybe 5 to 6 cents. And also the machine does have the fully control. You see the amount of drops you put down on a print. You exactly know how much ink you have used for each print. It makes it very clear for every kind of calculation. The next step with these machines, I mean, is already everything is set. We have selected customers in Europe. In the moment, 2 customers will get a machine by the beginning of 2017. One is coming from the fashion side, one is coming from the high volume production side. So this will be the next 3-4 months to have proper tests in both directions. We're gonna start the pre-ordering in January, and we will start delivering machines by the middle of next year. There will not be too many machines produced in the coming year. We still see it as a testing year or finalizing year. We wanna show the next really printing and productive machine at the Vespa show in May in Hamburg. But by the middle of next year to the end of next year, there will be another 5 to 6 machines going to selected customers.